It all started so unexpectedly during what seemed like a normal interview. Jungkook said something no one was prepared to hear. His voice trembled. His eyes told a story he'd been hiding for years. When the words finally left his lips, the entire room froze, and Taehyung couldn't hold back his emotions any longer. For years, fans have speculated about their bond, their friendship, and the moments we weren't supposed to see. But this was different. Jungkook's confession wasn't just emotional. It was personal. The truth he revealed shook everyone watching, and it changed the way the world saw both of them. What really happened behind the scenes? What did Jungkook say that made Taehyung break down in front of millions? Tonight, we uncover the full story, from the secret moments no camera caught, to the emotional truth that left the fandom speechless. This is the confession that changed everything. Long before this emotional moment, Taehyung and Jungkook shared a connection deeper than most people realized. From their early trainee days to their rise to global fame, they leaned on each other through exhaustion, pressure, and endless expectations. Fans saw the smiles and the laughter. But behind closed doors, there was something more, something unspoken. As fame grew, something between them began to shift. There were moments when they avoided eye contact on stage, when interactions felt forced, and fans started asking, what happened to Taehyung? Behind the cameras, both were struggling with emotions they didn't know how to express. Silence became their only language. Taehyung once hinted in a live stream that not everything was as perfect as it seemed. Jungkook, too, appeared lost in his thoughts during several interviews. Rumors spread, but the truth was something only the two of them knew, until that one day when Jungkook finally decided to speak. During an emotional moment, Jungkook took a deep breath and broke his silence. His voice cracked as he admitted something he had been keeping inside for years. He spoke about Taehyung, their bond, the misunderstandings, and the pain of growing up together under the spotlight. It wasn't just words, it was a confession straight from the heart. The room fell silent. Even Taehyung couldn't stop his tears. Taehyung tried to smile, but the tears came faster than he could hold them back. He looked at Jungkook, nodding, as if to say, I understand. The audience could feel the weight of years between them, love, friendship, confusion, and everything left unsaid. For a moment, time stopped. Two souls who had grown up together were finally honest, not just with each other, but with the world. The fandom went wild. Clips spread across every platform within hours. Some fans cried, others felt relief, because this was the moment they'd waited for. It wasn't about rumors anymore. It was about truth, healing, and understanding. The hashtag Taehyung Confession trended worldwide. After that night, something changed. Taehyung and Jungkook appeared together again. Smiling, relaxed, genuine. They didn't need to explain anything further. The world had already seen their truth. Their story isn't just about friendship. It's about trust, forgiveness, and growing stronger together. And that's why Jungkook's confession and Taehyung's tears will never be forgotten. In the days that followed, neither Jungkook nor Taehyung spoke publicly about what happened, but fans noticed subtle signs: a gentle smile during soundcheck, a quiet glance caught on camera, a hand on the shoulder that said more than words ever could. The air between them felt different, lighter, peaceful, almost healing. For the first time in years, it seemed like they finally understood each other again. Behind the cameras, members noticed a change too. Jungkook was more open, Taehyung more expressive. They began spending more time together. Not for the fans, but for themselves. Late-night talks, quiet car rides, and laughter that hadn't been heard in years filled their world again. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but it had begun. A week later, Jungkook posted a short message on Weverse. He didn't mention names, but everyone knew who he was talking about. Sometimes we forget that love isn't always easy, but real connections never fade. Fans flooded the comments with messages of love, support, and tears. It wasn't just about Taehyung anymore. It was about real emotion, honesty, and growth. Soon after, BTS released a new song, and fans instantly felt the connection. The lyrics spoke about forgiveness, understanding, and the pain of distance. Every line seemed to reflect what Taehyung and Jungkook had gone through. When Jungkook sang his part, his voice cracked, raw, real, and full of emotion. IT wasn't just a song anymore, it was their story told through music. During one concert, Taehyung looked at Jungkook and smiled softly before their duet began. IT was brief, just a few seconds, but fans caught it. That smile said everything. I forgive you. I'm proud of you. And I'm still here. The moment went viral, with millions of fans replaying it, crying over the emotional connection they had just witnessed live on stage. Time passed, and their friendship only grew stronger. They started joking again, appearing together on live streams, and performing with renewed energy. What once seemed broken had become unbreakable. They learned that true friendship isn't about perfection. It's about staying when it's hardest to stay. Jungkook and Taehyung had faced the storm and come out, shining to armies from around the world united under one message. We'll protect their bond. Fan projects, art, and videos flooded the internet, celebrating their journey. What started as a confession had become a symbol of strength, loyalty, and emotional truth. The fandom realized that behind every stage smile, there's a human heart, and sometimes it needs understanding more than anything. Now, months later, people still talk about that day. The day Jungkook spoke his truth and Taehyung broke down. IT wasn't just a confession. It was a reminder that vulnerability is not weakness. It's courage. The world saw two souls grow, forgive, and heal together under the brightest spotlight imaginable. And that's why this moment will forever be remembered as the day everything changed, because sometimes one confession can heal years of silence. After everything that happened, both Jungkook and Taehyung began showing a different side of themselves. Jungkook became more reflective, often writing lyrics late at night, lyrics filled with emotion and honesty. Taehyung, on the other hand, found peace in expressing himself through art and music. They no longer needed to prove anything to anyone. Their silence, their smiles, and their music told the story for them. What once was pain had become growth. During one behind-the-scenes interview, Jungkook was asked about trust. He paused for a moment, looked down, and simply said, "It takes time, but once it's real, it never disappears." Later, Taehyung echoed something similar in a magazine feature. Real friendship isn't about being together every day. It's about understanding even when you're apart. Those two quotes spread like wildfire. Fans knew exactly who they were talking about. Sometimes, the words they didn't say spoke the loudest. The world took notice. Articles, reaction videos, and emotional tributes appeared everywhere, from Korea to Brazil, from Indonesia to the US. People weren't just talking about BTS anymore. They were talking about human connection, forgiveness, and the power of emotional truth. Jungkook and Taehyung's story became something bigger than fandom. It became a lesson in love, respect, and healing. Months later, during a special stage performance, the two stood side by side again, and something magical happened. As the final chorus played, Taehyung placed his hand on Jungkook's shoulder. Jungkook smiled, eyes glistening under the lights. IT wasn't scripted, it wasn't planned, it was pure emotion. The crowd erupted into tears and cheers. That simple gesture said what words never could. They were okay, and for millions watching around the world, it felt like closure.